start today as we get ready to lift the lid on the spring training season for 2026. What memorabilia or what kind of clothes the fans are wearing, red or blue, they're all standing and cheering for him. Teoscar Hernández, Andy Pages, Dalton Rushing will catch. Santiago Espinal will be at third base today. Hyeseong Kim will see him at second quite a bit. Alex Freeland, the switch-hitting shortstop. Ryan Ward at first, and Zach Earhart will make his Dodger debut in right field against Jose Soriano, who figures to be one of the top two, if not top three pitchers for the Angels this season. Last 55 home runs a season ago. 12 of them came as the leadoff guy. And the first pitch of spring training for the Dodgers. Soriano throws a low ball one. 110 the first pitch of the ball game. Stephen Hodgins is calling the balls and strikes this afternoon. As Soriano winds to throw, and he delivers a strike, and it's 1-1. The umpires rotating on the bases today. Crew chief Bruce Dreckman, Rob Drake, and Trevor Duniger will also be out there. Dave Roberts. Probably see Mookie tomorrow, at least in the coming days. And Shohei bounces one to the third base side, and that's going to be a base hit. As Yohan Moncada was shifted over toward the shortstop area. He had no play at all, so Ohtani starts his spring with a base hit.
Well, Tim, we talked really in the pregame show. It's going to be interesting to watch Dave Roberts as spring training progresses to get to the regular season.
He did hit third earlier in his career in the 2017 season with the Red Sox, so it's not unfamiliar to him. First pitch to Teoscar Hernández is up high. 247 last year. 2 straight years, or 5 straight years rather, with 25 or more home runs. So Teoscar thrilled to be back here again following another world championship. Soriano's pitch, breaking ball swung on and missed.
And well off the plate, I think, for hitters. I mentioned his heat the last 2 years, and someone says, wait a minute, what are you talking about? Well, you're retraining your body, your reflexes. Baseball as a hitter.
0-2 is low.
He's ready to go.
Soriano deals. Here's the ground ball right side. That's past a diving Christian Moore into right center. A base hit. Ohtani will hold at second base. And the Dodgers, with nobody out, have runners at first and second for Andy Pages, who's on his way.
And 2 guys back to back you're not really expecting to see go the opposite way. And for Teoscar Hernández, at least in my opinion, it would help him tremendously, well, every other hitter too, to be able to go to the opposite way. Why? He's susceptible, in particular, breaking stuff away.
Pitts coming with 2 strikes. And here is Andy Pages. 272 last year. 27 home runs for Andy and 1 remarkable catch in Game 7 of the World Series. Andy, but what a play. A game-saving, World Series-saving play made by Andy Pages, who was just inserted by Dave Roberts as a defensive replacement.
Now, Kike Hernandez said that he would have caught it. I think the chances were it was going to be Pages to make the catch. The game was going to be over.
Out on top. One of the big plays made by the guy at the plate. 3-2 pitch from Soriano. Strike 3 call. They got the 3-0. And Soriano threw him 3 straight strikes.
Well, the Dodgers as a team last year, interesting note.
The present get a run batted in here. Soriano out of the stretch delivers, and ball popped up. And is down the line, left field side, and it's going to twist foul. In the minor leagues, he wasn't hitting in the major leagues. So he's adjusted the stance, and he hopes he can connect on that inside pitch. He feels he can connect on the pitch that's away on the outside corner of the plate. And will continue to do. From Jose Soriano. Got him swinging. Foul tip into the mid of Logan O'Hoppe, and there are 2 down. Espinal had been with the Reds the last couple of seasons. Also had time with the Blue Jays. And is playing third base today. And he's going to see plenty of time, you'd think, in these games here, either at third base, possibly even second base.
Teoscar Hernández They would both love to come around and score.
Stretching the pitch, and that's outside ball 4, and the bases are full of Dodgers. So here is Hyeseong Kim. Bases loaded, top of the first, 2 men out. And he'll take a strike. The at bat to Kim. Soriano deals. There's a ground ball through into left field, a base hit. Dodgers on the board. Ohtani scores. Around third is Teoscar. He scores. Into third goes Espinal. And Hyeseong Kim works a full count, drives in 2. It's 2-0 Dodgers.
And all 3 hits have been the opposite direction. Ohtani, Hernandez, and now Kim.
All 3 hits, opposite field hits, all with 2 strikes.
And they all count.
Switch hitter batting left. Acosta in the minors last year. 26 overall appearances, 20 of those were starts. And he'll throw one to the backstop. And in to score is Espinal. It's 3-0 Dodgers on a wild pitch.
Well, hold on to your hats, and if you happen to be keeping score along with it.
Teoscar 1 for 1. And the pitch. Wave and a miss. North Carolina. 0-2 now. Swing and a miss. There's Earhart at third. And this pitch fouled off to the right, not a play. On television on Sportsnet LA right here. Next offer. Swung on, driven up the middle, and a base hit. Here comes Earhart in to score. It's an RBI single for Teoscar Hernández, and the Dodgers lead it 4-0.
Yeah, for Teo, 2 for 2. So the Dodgers scored in that first inning. It's really nothing unusual. If you start to look at last year, Dodgers one of the top 4 teams in baseball to put runs on the board in the first inning of the game.
From the bench or anywhere else, there's a shot down the right field line. Took the glove of Shohei off. Hernandez around second. He's going to get waved around third. He's going to score. Chugging into third is Andy Paez with an RBI triple, and it's 5-0 Dodgers. On the TV graphic, now going the other way. Good piece of hitting there by Espinal as he gets Paez home. Around second and into third is Dalton rushing. That's an opposite field slap hit, and the Dodgers lead it 6-0. Angels pitchers, Mo, have thrown 71 pitches combined in an inning and a third. Compare that to Yamamoto, who threw just 12 pitches. At a 1-2-3, bottom of the first. That one lifted into center field shallow. That will get down for a base hit, get another run home. Comes Dalton rushing into score. And the Dodgers have added the extra point here in the second inning. It's 7-0.
Yes.
Earhart walked and scored. He had a good base running play on a wild pitch. He made a good read on the ball in the dirt. Got to second just ahead of Logan O'Hoppy's throw. Ohtani coming up, preparing for a third plate appearance. Dave Roberts telling the media today, strike call to Earhart here in the last week of February. There's a belt to left field and a base hit. Espinal will come in to score. Kim right behind him. Frillin stops at third. 2 runs in on a double by Earhart, and the Dodgers now lead it 9-0.
Strike zone has been rather mysterious.
No challenges yet, though. I don't know what's available. Here's Ohtani, and he'll take one on the outside edge for a strike. It's not bad. Swing and a miss. 0-2 now to.
They tried to go off speed. That didn't work.
0-2 pitch. Breaking ball down and in. And Ohtani goes after a high one, strikes out. For the Dodgers, they pour it on here in the second and lead it 9-0 with Yamamoto coming back out to work. Yamamoto starting the bottom of the second inning. Got a little bit of a cushion, 9-0. As he delivers to Jorge Soler, the designated hitter, who's had to wait almost an hour to get into the game as the DH for the Angels. Game began at 1:10. It's now 12 pitch, first inning. Swing and a miss.
This is their fourth at bat of the game.
I mean, coming before Soler came to the plate, he had as many at bats as the Angels team combined.
Right here at the Tempe Buttes.
Swung on, well hit to the left. That's going to hit to the corner. It's going to hit to the wall. Chasing after it is Teoscar. Around first and into second is Jorge Soler with a double.
Bad speed coming to home plate and finally found it working for him last year.
Joe Adell looks at a breaking ball for a strike. How about Adell last year? 37 home runs. He flirted with 100 runs batted in. And he was always that guy, Mo, that we'd look at and go, he's got all the tools, but just hasn't put it together yet. But finally did last year for the Angels. Mates as the team MVP last year. And the next pitch is swung on and hit high in the air to left. Back on it, Teoscar. He is at the track. He's at the wall. Makes the call. He dropped it. Lost it in the sky. And around third comes Soler. He'll score. And into second is Joe Adell.
The first thing I do is to check the sun. And
three-quarter swing. Nothing in one. One out runner at second for the Angels. There's a belt into left field for a base hit. Adell is going to get waved home. Teoscar throws to the cutoff. It gets past Espinal. Adell is in to score, and it's 9-2. In 2 innings, and Yamamoto's afternoon finished as well. 30 pitches, 22 good for strikes. 2 runs, 1 earned on 3 hits and 3 strikeouts. For Yamamoto, Tulsa and Oklahoma City last year combined 7-1.
I thought first inning was very good. Then you start to think, too, did it bother him at all?
Knowles throwing to Neto here with runners at the corners and 2 men out. And here's a challenge. We won't see it on your screen today.
The pitch is called a strike. The batter is challenging.
The batter, Zach Neto, will challenge.
The call is overturned. Los Angeles Angels gain 2 challenges.
So this is the best look we'll have today. It was low. And then it's our first ABS challenge of 2026.
Yeah, there were 23 challenges in the games that were played in baseball yesterday.
Knowles pitch. AAA last year. The majority of the challenges were in the late innings, especially the 9th. But Knowles out of Key West, Florida, gets the strikeout. And the Dodgers go back to the bat rack. Yamamoto done for the day. The World Series MVP. He's off to the World Baseball Classic next.
Well, it's a different spin on the baseball depending upon where you are on the left side or right side. Really trying to focus in on the strike zone area. You know, seeing the ball really go to the strike zone.
We'll be with Team Italy in the World Baseball Classic. Delivers, and this ball hit toward the right field line. That's going to get down for a hit. Paez is going to race for second base. Into third goes Teoscar. It's the second extra base hit for Andy Paez this afternoon. Nobody out, second and third for the Dodgers.
Sometimes people don't get a chance to do it, but being around the batting cage early in the morning or late afternoon, depending upon the start time of the game, and see hitters get in the cage. Sometimes say, look, work the ball in on me. Hey, work the ball away from me. It's interesting how they present that.
This one is stroked to center field. Going back after it, Teodosio. He's got some room, makes the catch. Tagging from third and scoring, Teoscar Hernández, and advancing from second to third is Paez. It's a sacrifice fly for Dalton Rushing. He drives in a run, and the Dodgers in double digits. It's 10-2. Special events and much more. Go to Dodgers.com/promotions. Folks having a blast in the outfield today. Hoping to get a stray baseball thrown up their way. And the chase is on. And here is Sammy Natera. 49 appearances last year in AA and AAA. 9 runs at 9 hits. Left-handed batter facing the left-handed pitcher, Sammy Natera. And there's a base hit to right center off the bat of Fitzgerald. He's taking a big turn around first. He's going to make second. Ball bobbled slightly.
But you, Max.
But remember when he was told that, who one of the first guys to challenge was last year.
Yeah.
So Miller will take a walk, and the Dodgers have runners at first and second.
And I believe Max was correct on the challenge.
He was. 2023. Last year with the Reds, he appeared in 104 games for Cincinnati. He swings, hits a ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. Fitzgerald will turn third. He'll come around to score. Heading from second to third is Miller. And the Dodgers add on. It's 11-2. And that's what everybody looks forward to, is getting on to the next stage. James Tibbs III, the first baseman up. Left-handed batter.
Another stage that takes place is the boredom of doing the fundamentals. But it's the fundamentals during the regular season that are going to eke out possibly a victory for you in the most challenging of situations.
And you'll work on things in spring training you might not do much of during the regular season, but occasionally you'll see teams doing early work together during the regular season. There's a shot up the middle by Tibbs. That's going to get Hope home. And the Dodgers add another. They lead by 10 runs. It's 12-2. An RBI base hit from James Tibbs.
In shape where you're not going to be risking injury and or fatigue. Position players, it does not take that long. You know, spring training has really changed a lot if you look over the decades. You know, it used to be go to spring training to get into shape. Well, now it's just to refine it.
Ground ball down the line, fair, into the right field corner. Coming around third is Lockwood Powell. He'll score. Right behind him is James Tibbs. Around second and into third. And around third and stopping is Fitzgerald with a 2-run triple. And the Dodgers now lead it 14-2.
Getting around on that pitch is down and in, right into the wheelhouse on that breaking ball. You hook it into that corner. And for the Dodgers, their second triple of the afternoon. Andy Pages had one, an RBI triple in the second inning.
14 runs on the board for the Dodgers, and not one of them by way of the home run. No one's hit one out today. There's a ground ball hit up the middle. It's going to be grabbed behind the bag by the shortstop Guzman. He throws on to first. However, Fitzgerald, running on contact, comes in to score. And the Dodgers now lead it 15-2.
It was funny. He was talking about after the series. He says he thinks about it. It's still crazy. He says, I'm hearing from people that I barely knew in high school and old teammates.
Stretch and the pitch by Garcia is up and away. The next offer fouled away to the right, now to play.
And just looking at it, was the 2-2 pitch that somehow he was able to lay off of.
Swinging a foul back off to the right.
He went to being the world champions. He didn't. He laid off the 2-2 pitch, got the 3-2, hit it out, tie game, then Will Smith with the whole.
I said, when are you going to do something for the ball club? He's so good-natured. Anyway, he's a wonderful guy to be around. Hero strikes out. We go to the bottom of the ninth inning. 3 outs to get for the Dodgers. They lead 15-2. Your offense, 15 runs, 16 hits. The Angels 2 runs, 7 hits. As we go to the bottom of the ninth inning. Game number 1 of 2026 spring training. Antoine Kelly, non-roster invite, now takes over. Left-hander. Mount Carmel, Illinois. High school in Park Ridge, Illinois. And he gets to face Nico Cavadas, the first baseman. Left-handed batter. Left on left matchup here. Swing and a miss.
One more. Swing. Oh, my God.
You were hoping for... Let's see, what's he got on there? Chain and... hot dog. Dressed up like a hot dog behind home plate.
Fun time for hitters. Well, can't say that for left center field.
Angels in the outfield.
When did that meeting take place? Hey, I got an idea. Let's go to the ballpark.
Cut a hole in a bed sheet. Here's strike 3 as Kelly strikes his man out. Look, it's not bad because in the last several years, in fact, it's 1 minute and 2 seconds of time that was added. Candelario flies this one to right. DePaul is under it for out number 2, and the Angels down to their last out. Antoine Kelly tasked with getting the last out here. Walton, the DH, will come up. But still, when you look at it, 1 minute of time added is not bad considering they've shaved basically a half hour off most games. First ball swinging. There's a ground ball to Noah Miller, the shortstop, and the ball game's over. Throw to first, and he is out. So Kelly comes in, gets a 1-2-3 ninth, and the Dodgers win this one by a 15-2 score. No question the offense showed up. Pitching is pretty good too. So game 1 of the 2026 Cactus League season is in the books. Final score 15-2. Dodgers win it. Join us tomorrow on Sportsnet LA and AM 570 for the simulcast, where the Dodgers go to Peoria to face the Padres at noon Pacific time. Radio pregame begins at 11:30. For Rick Monday and Kirsten Watson, I'm Tim Neverett saying thanks for watching and listening. Dodgers win the opener here in Tempe.